Hello everyone! Welcome. I'm Isaac Umbras, and today we are back in Gran Turismo. We hope everyone's doing well. It is good to be here. It is very good to be here. Hopefully everything's looking good. Everything's sounding good. We got a lot to do before the end of the year, but we are gonna be doing it. We have a whole bunch of races to do, starting with the British GT races. And it's gonna be tough, but we can do this. We got the speed, we got the endurance, and we got the car for that for sure. Welcome forward, Shelby GT. Hope you're well. But yes, we are in the British Elise 190. This thing, an absolute beast of a machine. A variant of the iconic Series 1 Elise, produced only from 1998 to 2000. And all these vehicles are conversion kits, basically, by Lotus's Motorsport division. So, they are very, very rare. I believe only like 48 have been made total, something like that. 190 horsepower as in the name, as opposed to the 140-ish of the lesser powered Elises. With some serious upgrades to the Rover K series engine in the back of this vehicle. Next vehicle drawing. What is the next vehicle drawing? What is the next vehicle drawing for Shelby GT? Yeah, I knew he was gonna run wide there. Get undercut. Get the over under. Ow. Okay, never mind. He got me. He got me back there. That is fine. That is more than fine. Oh, the Saber GT, nice. From like GTA 4, right? Something like that? Yeah. Nah, best of luck, man. Best of luck. Alright, we gotta get past the TVR. He's slowing us down a little bit compared to the Motorsport Elise. So I need to get far enough ahead that I can avoid getting just nicked by them on some of the corners. I don't want to get corner bombed. I don't want to get corner bombed by them. Alright, we got a little bit of ground to make up now on the Motorsport Elise ahead of us. So far, this has actually been a fairly even lineup. It wasn't nearly as split up as the Rome circuit race last night. It feels weird playing a game back to back. I'm pretty close to completing the Gran Turismo career. Depends on what you mean by pretty close. Am I in the final 25%? Yes, I am at 82% complete. However, the final races are going to be a lot longer and a lot tougher as well. So yes, we are pretty close. But there is still a lot to go. So it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out and everything. Because there's still a lot that needs to be done. Quite a few of the one-make races, as well as some of the highest difficulty championships. It'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. It'll be really interesting to see how that all plays out. But I am going to be dedicated to the Sundays and Mondays now to trying to complete it before the end of the year, because we only got like 14 weeks left of the year, something crazy like that. So anything that'll let me get a little bit more time to play the game and everything. That is the key there. There we go. Smooth. Call him smooth operator. Smooth operator. Yes, it is really. Alright. Yeah, the ruiner can be a little bit of a spicy one, but I mean it's It's got similar lines to the third gen Camaro, so you do have a lot of references there as well that you can probably use. Probably. Holy moly, this thing is evil. It's got the custom stainless steel exhaust system and just a heavily modified Rover K series. Not quite as high power as the K series that was in the Caterham Superlight R500. But honestly, like, it's still pretty close up there. Like, Lotus did a really good job with the tuning of the engine, making reliable quick power, dealing with the issues that the K series was notorious for, like the overheating and the head gasket issues. A lot of custom machined components as well to get, you know, the better airflow and everything. The revised fuel systems, forged components even. Very nice. And this thing is a little, just a little bit psychotic, this car. Not quite as psychotic as the Caterham, but like, it is close. It is genuinely very close. Holy moly. But yeah, it is crazy the sheer amount of upgrades they put into the regular Elise to make the Elise Sport 190. You know, adjustable shocks, lowered ride heights, custom wheels, grippier tires, cross-drilled brake rotors, AP Racing, I believe it's AP Racing brakes as well, like just, yeah, AP Racing up front and Brembo at the rear. Just a genuinely a crazy amount of performance out of this thing. Like, it is shocking, but also genuinely kind of impressive. Just how much they're able to tune it. And then of course we have tuned it in preparation for this event, as well as the Elise one make race. We have tuned it even further, and we slapped the turbo on it as well as other upgrades. And I'm just gonna say, it has made this thing kind of evil. Just a little bit evil. Just a little bit psychotic. I wonder if there's any more power can get out of this. There might be more power can get out of this. I may not have upgraded it fully. I'll have to double check that. Because if so, then there may be a chance that I can use it in the mid-engine cup. The mid-engine challenge and just get a little bit more speed out of it. I might go to slightly softer tires, just so it doesn't take forever to finally reach optimal grip and everything. Like maybe one tier softer tires, but I'm not sure. We will see. We will see. Holy moly. It just feels so nimble though. I absolutely love the Elise Sport 190. Just a shame that it's genuinely difficult to find one. There wasn't that many made. Only around 48 total were made. And it's reflected in their price as well. Both when you originally got the conversion done, where it was basically almost on average roughly a 48% increase in price over the base, at least, and even nowadays these vehicles are fetching quite a significant amount of money. Very rapid, very quick. You know, upwards over, you know, 50,000-60,000 pounds for these vehicles. And it's hard to find them with like the proper documentation as well, just with Lotus, you know, having kind of gone under at one point and then, you know, being revived with the Malaysian company. Getting the archives and getting the archive records and all of that stuff. is a little bit tricky. A little bit. Holy moly. Could you imagine being able to own one of these, man? Oh, this would be absolutely fun to tear around the track with. Just rapid. Like, it does not care. It is just... It does not care how much the chassis is screaming. It wants to take the corner, and it'll make that corner. Just super lightweight. That's why I love the Elise so much. It basically was like the culmination of the Lotus philosophy of simplify, then add lightness, especially once I switched to the Toyota engines, where that allowed the Lotus to really focus on the chassis, to focus on the handling, the suspension, all of that stuff. You know, the aero. It really allowed them, you know, to get the car exactly the way it's supposed to be, and it is just gorgeous. It's why I try to race the Elise in a lot of the games I play, because it is one, you don't really get a chance to race the Elise in too many modern games like Forza Horizon, sure, and like maybe like the Crew, but like I guess kind of you have the Exige, which is like the evolution of the Elise in Need for Speed, like, you know, 2015 through Unbound. But it's not the same because I got the brake and drift handling. It's just not the same. You don't really feel the lightness of the vehicle that much. Koriore, welcome! Hope you've been well. Right now, we are working our way through the British GT Challenge. Race 2 of 3. And then after this, we'll be heading to Special Stage Route 5 for the final race there. Then we'll have another race series completed. Afterwards, we will see if the Elise has been fully upgraded. And we will try to tackle the mid-engine challenge, which is roughly around the same race length, but slightly more quicker opponents, probably, as there is the risk of a heavily modified Ford GT40 road-going car there. And then once we complete that, we will begin the Tuscan challenge. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do, and we are getting through it. But today we're doing pretty much all of the British car events, or at the very least we're making the most use out of our British cars. Yum. There we go. Smooth through there. Good. Yeah, okay, this is turning out really nice. A little bit spicy there, but that's okay. A little bit spicy there, but that is alright. Just 1.5 more laps to go. We're starting to get into the back markers. Our lap times will stay consistent. So yeah, we are going to really need probably a little bit of extra bump and power for the mid-engine challenge, I think. Is that Ford GT? We can beat pretty much anything else but the Ford GT40. If the Ford GT40 doesn't show up, we are golden. But if it does, we are absolutely pain pecco. Uh-oh. Did OBS freeze? No, okay. That's not on my end. That is not on my end. Oh boy. My apologies there. I saw the previous stream freeze on my end, and I wanted to check the dashboard to make sure I didn't have any drop frames. but I didn't, so it was just a slight YouTube hiccup there. Alright, there we go. That's one back marker, one blue flag down. Alright, who's next? Nah, we're not. OBS shouldn't fail today. I hope OBS doesn't fail today. And honestly, with that, that would be more so my internet provider, my ISP, than OBS. If it's causing that issue. If I'm dropping frames, that's my internet provider. And then there's genuinely not anything I can do on that outside of maybe try to stream on like a hotspot I set up on my phone. Which, wouldn't exactly have the best quality. Because that, even with unlimited data and everything, I am, you know, slightly limited on like overall speed for, you know, data and everything. Just because there's only so much you can transmit over just a mobile network versus, you know, something that's been wired into the ground and everything. Oh my gosh, he went flying. We may have inadvertently murdered a man. We may have inadvertently murdered a man. Holy moly. I just realized we didn't have the music playing. Whoopsies. That's on me. Oh, you got to hear my voice in the Elise 190. Alright, so this... Yeah, we need it in software run because otherwise there's a lot of graphical glitches. There is a lot of graphical glitches in the Special State Droop 5 when you try to run it on hardware mode. Oh, just look at that, even the fog lights as well. But yeah, the close ratio 5 speed. Wait. There we go. Now I got the music going. Ah, I gotta love it. Uh-oh. Alright. Yeah, we're not gonna get by them there. We gotta get past the heavier front engine GT cars to get up with the lightweight mid engines. That is. And of course, I say mid-engine, but you also have the lightweight front-engine Tuscan Speed 6. That's like right up there with us as well. Yeah, the mainline manufacturers in the back, and then I get the super bespoke manufacturers up front. Oh, the Motorsport Elise, that looks gorgeous as well. That is a nice looking car. I did commission someone to make a Cherokee version of that car for my my wife, because she really likes the Lotus Elise. So hopefully she enjoys that. Oh, there we go. There's the crossover. Can't take the chicane that way, buddy. That'll lose you. That'll lose you way too much time. That'll lose you a lot of time. Alright, now the high speed section. Okay, so the transmission upgrade switched it to a 6-speed. But in the real Elise 190, it's just a close ratio 5-speed. But we get an extra gear here. Just to keep us even more within the power bands. Holy moly. This is nice. Like the tires aren't even warmed up yet. And already we are just absolutely flying. Yeah, we should be able to do this one in record time. And then we'll be tackling the Midship challenge, I think. Welcome, Petra. It's a shame that the Vauxhall got tripped before. I never did a Valley Championship despite its plus performance. Yeah, I wonder like how it's probably a combination of like the homologation, as well as just Vauxhall not really having like the funds necessarily to do rally racing alongside like their other kind of motorsport ambitions. Ooh, 127. Okay, so slightly quicker lap times here than at Trial Mountain. Got it. And our tire's still out the temps, so we'll be good. Although our rears are warming up a lot quicker than our fronts. Our rears are warming up a lot quicker than our fronts. They're starting to get into the optimal temperature window. Starting to get into the optimal temperature and pressure. Yeah, at least the vector race and like DTM and stuff like that. And even then, unfortunately, it just wasn't as competitive compared to things like the COK and the Audis. It had a little bit of teething and reliability issues, and just didn't quite have the advanced aero that the Mercedes had. It did do fairly well in the 24 hours of the Nürburgring Nordschleife though, so it does have that going for it. It does have that going for it. As Mercedes didn't enter the 24 hours of the Nürburgring that year. I think it was like, what, 2004? 03, 04, one of those two. But, yeah. There we go, through the gears, through the corners. Oh my gosh. This is smooth though. I love driving these lightweight vehicles. I think they rebash a lot of Opals in the States. Yeah. So a lot of Opals, especially later in like the 2010s, was sold in the States as like Buicks. So a lot of your Buick like sedans and everything were Opal, were rebadged Opal, rebadged Vauxhall vehicles. From what I gather. But with like a more luxurious interior. But in reality, you're just kind of buying a more luxurious Opal. Okay, yeah, well we got the distance on them. It is crazy how quick that Ford GT was when like the other stuff that we're racing against, we are just absolutely blowing out of the water. Is that one of the same class as Volkswagen? Kind of. Probably. They're kind of seen as more, you know, kind of average commuter cars type of deal. Nothing really like luxurious about them. Whereas Buick is kind of like, you know, priced as more like kind of luxury, kind of like the mid-range between like Chevrolet and like Cadillac in terms of like interior amenities and everything. So it's this kind of strange seeing like the Buicks basically being like just luxury trim Opals. Then again, you have to kind of have more like a knowledge of like the global car market to really kind of like see the resemblance and see like trace the lineage and everything. Because we don't really have Opal in the States. Like we had the Opal GT back in like the 60s with the rollover headlights. But like that was kind of it. Like outside of the Opal GT, we didn't really get any Opals in the States. Like that's it just wasn't something that happened. And it's not to say Opel and Vauxhall didn't have other rebadged GM vehicles as well. Like the newer Opel GT was just a rebadged Saturn Sky. Which in and of itself was just a facelifted Pontiac Solstice. What am I driving right now? I am driving the Lotus Elise 190. Oh, sorry, the Elise Sport 190. One of only 42 potentially made. Super lightweight, even lighter than the standard S1 Lotus Elise. Heavily upgraded Rover K series engine. Close ratio 5-speed gearbox that we've replaced with the 6-speed for extra control over the gears and everything, and to keep it in the power band even more. Revised aerodynamics for better cooling and ductwork. Bigger brakes that have been cross-drilled with larger multi-piston calipers at the front and rear. It is a beast of a vehicle. And we are in the final of the 3 races for the British GT Challenge. And then from there, we will continue on. We will see if we can't upgrade this even further, get a little bit more time out of it. And see if we can't get the MR Challenge series of races knocked out. That'll be tough. That'll be genuinely tough, I think. Because it's those ones you do have a much faster classification of vehicles with things like your Pagani Zondas and your Ford GT40 road cars. And those are not stock either. They are very much, you know, heavily modified. And with that makes it just a little bit tricky. That makes it just a little bit tricky. Yeah, the sounds and everything on it's absolutely amazing. And I mean, speaking of the sound, it does have the exhaust is actually stainless steel on the Sport 190 as well, which is super cool. That'll help prevent corrosion and everything, and it's a little semi-lightweight while having the thermal management properties and everything like that, and durability. It's good stuff. It is good stuff. Right now we are kind of by ourselves. We got 3 laps to go. And so about 4.5 minutes. Oh, the Vanquish is pitting. The Vanquish is pitting. So yeah, probably in another lap or so. I don't know, it's hard because here there's a lot more high-speed sections. So it might be a little bit difficult to actually catch up and get up there with the back markers. I say that the V8 Vantage is also pitting in, so we may genuinely lap someone that's in the pits right now. We're heading down the straight now. They have not started moving. They're probably gonna start moving now. Yes, they just started moving now. And there we go, that is 1 vehicle lapped. Alright, and there's 2 more ahead. When I allow people to send the E30X has a lot of more problems. Because it does. it had issues with it had some electrical gremlins as well as some engine issues that it was notorious for. Not nearly as bad as the E46 with the potential for the chassis to literally crack. But the E36 had a few problems here and there as well that it was notorious for. you know, it was, you know, an mid-90s kind of a European performance car, so, you know, expect, you know, legendary performance, but also sketchy reliability. Alright, come on. One more lap. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be lapping the Motorsport Elise or the Tuscan Speed 6. But we got two more vehicles ahead. One of them the V12 Vanquish, and the other one, I believe, the Jaguar XK8. Yeah, there's the XK, and that beautiful blue color as well. That looks absolutely gorgeous. There we go. Just gotta keep it nice and smooth. And then there's the V12 Vanquish. Can we catch that as well? They're going quite quick, and they'll have a lot of speed on the straights. So this is pretty much our only time to really get ahead of them. There we go. Can we hold them off? Good morning, Primary C. Welcome. Hope you're well. Hope you've been doing well. Hopefully you are ready for your start in V-Track in 2 weeks. It'll take me, unfortunately I will not be there that day, as I'll be away from home for the Nürburgring race, but I'll be there all the other races, so do wish you the best of luck. Hey, that is a gorgeous vehicle. I will take that Vanquish V12. Can do a full feature. Yeah, for sure. If you're doing like 123s at Spa, that's not terrible. Can definitely be a lot worse. You'll do fine. Plus, you're learning as well, and you'll probably learn even more from like other faster vehicles, faster drivers and everything. Yes, that is the Bond Vantage. Oh, sorry, the Vanquish. That was the Vanquish. Alright, so we really did purchase everything we could then, couldn't we? Okay, so that is as quick as it'll that is as quick as it'll go. I could maybe hope that the Ford GT doesn't show up. Is that something we want to gamble on, chat? Is that something we want to gamble on? I think I Vanquish because I had a Midship but I have an ability to advantage. Yeah. It's a beautiful machine. But we're in the Split 190 now. Please no GT. Please no GT. Please no GT. Crap! Okay, yeah. Ah! Literally, we were second and it was 14 seconds ahead of us. Okay, alright, you know what? That is fine. That is fine. We can do something else. We can do something else. We got the Tuscan Speed 6 here. We got the Tuscan Speed 6 here. Ooh. See, as much as I really love the chameleon and reflex colors, like the other colors look really cool as well on it. Like it is a genuinely just beautiful looking vehicle. Hey, 30 different lines, 6 inches. That's a lot. I kind of prefer. I want to get the chameleon orange. There we go. This should do us well, I think. You have an inline 6 BMW. Ooh, nice. What's it in? What is it in? The E3950. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. Oh gosh. Alright, stage 3. Yeah, this will probably be our naturally aspirated challenge vehicle as well, I think. Yeah, we're going full ham on this. I don't care. This will be good. We'll do the NA challenge first, then the Tuscan one make race. I think that'll be the plan. That way we can use this a little bit more. Yeah, no turbo kits, no turbo kits. That is alright. Let's reduce the weight even further. This vehicle already doesn't have airbags to save on weight. But it's gonna be even lighter now. It's gonna be even lighter now. Oh boy. Yeah, let's get it, you know, pretty heavily modified to get it ready. Get the carbon drive shaft. And we'll get the full racing transmission. I don't really want to limit us to differential, as it doesn't really feel that good to drive in Gran Turismo 3 vehicles with the road vehicles with the limited slip differential. And for a little bit of extra horsepower. Gosh, that is super cool. The reflex and everything. And it's really cool how they do that. It basically uses a special effect pigment that has multi-layered interference flakes. They reflect and refract light differently based on the angle of the light hitting it. And those pigments are suspended in either the clear coat or the tinted base coat. And so what happens is you have basically four coats. You have a primer, the base color, usually like a dark color, black or like a dark kind of like purple, dark blue, dark red or whatever, to enhance the effect. Then the pigment layer, the shade pigment layer, and then the clear coat on top. And it's an extensive process. It does make it a little bit pricey, but especially with the vehicle's almost continuous curves, not really aggressive aero, but just continuous smooth round body. It makes it look like just like it absolutely stands out. So I was doing some research on how the effects are created and everything, because it's really cool. Holy moly! Okay, this thing can go. This thing can go. Okay. Yeah, this thing's got acceleration. This is in the 4-liter Speed 6 engine, and an all aluminum block bespoke engine built by TVR for TVRs. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I forgot to turn on the music. There we go. And I have no grip because my tires are like stone cold. But I got speed! Holy! I got speed. Wow! Okay. Yeah. I got speed and power. Okay, yeah, this is a little bit spicy. A little bit spicy here. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. Holy cow. Yeah, this is rapid. This is genuinely rapid. I mean, with the engine upgrades and everything, we were producing over 600 horsepower. Got a super high compression, and it wants to rev high. It wants to rev. And we're getting it right at the top speed of the vehicle at the end of the straights here at Apricot Hill. So it'll be interesting. I don't think we'll hit the top speed currently for the vehicle, but we'll probably get pretty close. As Apricot Hill does have 2 high speed sections, but we're not exactly having the highest speed out of the corners leading up to those sections. BMW 335i was the first Gen 6 twin turbo BMW. Ah, cool. Never mind, we are hitting a top speed 170, and it reaches it so quickly. Holy cow! That is ridiculous. I want it in 4th gear. I want to keep it in 4th gear. Now that the tires are warming up and everything, this should be good. Oh boy! All right, little bit of understeer. Little bit of understeer. That could probably be adjusted a bit with the suspension. Lower the front a little bit, then soften the rear for the slow speed stuff to get it to be a little bit more neutral handling. I may end up doing that. I might consider that. Like nothing major, just a little bit of front ride height lowering, a little bit of rake, as well as maybe softening the rear R-bar by a click. Because it does want to step out a little bit on throttle, and you can kind of see with the way the tires are wearing as well that yeah, it is the rear, especially that rear right, because we are driving a counterclockwise track. That rear right is going to be seeing the most stress. I say that Apricot Hill does genuinely put quite a hurting on your vehicle's tires all around, just because of the many high speed corners in the S's. So and the fact that you're basically almost entirely always on it. Like you had 2 straights you can kind of relax a little bit, but that is about it. Outside of that, you were, either cornering or getting set up for the next corner. Gosh, this would be such a fun course to have IRL, though. If I ever become a multi-millionaire, or probably multi-billionaire, this would be... I would legit see if I couldn't, like, get the license from, like, Polyphony, do like a partnership with them and make the course IRL. Obviously with a few like safety improvements and everything like that to, bring it up to snuff for like, at the very least like IndyCar to race on. So I do want, at least top level domestic motorsport series to race there. Even international motorsport series would be kind of cool. Like World Superbike or stuff like that. It would be pretty awesome. There we go. Nice and smooth. Keep it calm, keep it collected. Uh-oh. Alright. Yeah, starting to underset the rear a little bit. Already only 5 laps in. The tires are wearing a little bit more than I was hoping. So that is a little bit of a concern. But with how far ahead we are, it's not the major concern. We will get through that. I mean, we are basically, you know, taking a super lightweight, high-power vehicle, and we're just trying to make sure we don't, you know, kill ourselves with it. The other cool thing about the Tuscan Speed 6s, they're target top as well, so you can remove the roof and have the wind in your hair as you're driving around town and everything like that. Like this is a vehicle, like despite the fact that it's genuinely scary and the fact that it doesn't have like any driver aids, ABS, traction control, none of that. Doesn't even have airbags. Which I found out was actually still road legal in Europe up until like 06. Where especially like the super low production cars, they didn't need airbags. It was highly recommended, but they didn't need airbags, which is really crazy when you think about it. The fact that the US mandated airbags before Europe did. Oh, dang, Europe. You were trying to ban any and all motorcycles that could go above 100 miles an hour, but you didn't want to include airbags. Priorities. Oh, alright, there's the Clio. There's the Clio. The mid-engine V6 beast of a vehicle. Alright, little bit spicy here, but we're good. Like we're doing really quick laps. We still got the consistent lap times. We got about 3 more laps to go. So about 4.5 minutes, yeah, of this race. And then we are 1/3 of the way through the naturally aspirated challenge. So that'll be fun. Heck yeah. Yeah, alright, tires are starting to wear a little bit though. We're going from the 20s to the 21s in terms of lap time. And granted, Apricot Hill isn't exactly the best track to test tire wear on, just because, again, this track is one track that does genuinely really put your vehicle's tire conservation to the absolute limits. So it is a bit on the extreme side in terms of how quickly your tires will wear. In the next race, we will really see how quickly the tires wear there. I will say these are wearing a lot quicker than the same tires on the Lotus Elise. Alright, here we go. Okay, we're good. This is probably gonna be like a 122. Never mind, that somehow became our fastest lap yet. How? I don't know. We must have maybe cut a corner somewhere. Oh, there's the Viper. There's the Viper. There's the boy. There's the boy. There's an NSX as well. Two very, very different vehicle design philosophies. High power front engine rear wheel drive, and balanced, lightweight mid-engine design. And both keeping rough pace with each other, all things considered. That's good stuff. That is the good stuff right there. Oh, there's the, I think that's the, is that the roof? I think that's the roof, the 3400 GT. I think. The one that's based off the Boxster. I think that's the case. Yes, it looks like it. No, okay, never mind. It's a TVR Griffith 500. Hey, another TVR. Very nice. Fun fact, the TVR Griffith 500 is one of the few TVRs I've actually seen IRL. It was at my old workplace. One of my former coworkers used to have, I think still has one. It's really cool. It's bright yellow. I remember talking with him at lunch about it. That's a cool vehicle. Yeah, especially in the States. Like, holy moly. I remember coming into work, because I was like a new guy at the time, and it was summer, and I remember nearly crashing my car in the parking lot, because I was kind of like half asleep, you know, morning, Monday, going to work. Nice day, but you're gonna be inside working. And I saw a flash of yellow out of the corner of my eye. I looked over and I'm like, oh, that's a TVR. That's a TVR? And it was, it was so funny. Sad that it's gone. Oh, for real, man. For real. I miss TVR. I miss TVR. There's just so much cool stuff that they did. Alright, next up, let's do Tokyo. Let's go from Apricot Hill to Tokyo, and then we will head to Seattle. Where unfortunately Seattle, we also have to be in software mode. Tokyo, we can be in hardware mode and be fine. But yeah, even stock, the Tuscan Speed 6 in the 4.0 version, which is what we have, had a power-to-weight ratio of roughly 327 horsepower per ton, which put it around contemporary performance vehicles like the Porsche 911 or the Ferrari 360. So it was probably right around their pace, depending on how you consider like the aerodynamics and everything. Very, very beautiful machine. So I've seen 2 TVOs at Cars and Coffee event here in Malaysia. Also so shocked yet excited to know. Yeah, for real. Outside of the Griffith 500, the only other TVR I've seen IRL was a TVR Vixen, older TVR from I believe the 60s? Late 60s, early 70s, right around that time frame. That was at the MG's On the Rocks car show here in Maryland. It started out as an MG only car show that was hosted by the MG Owners Club of Baltimore. But then they gradually expanded to like MGs and Triumphs, then pretty much the entire like British Leyland manufacturer. Now it's open to kind of all British cars, new and old. From your newest, you know, Lotus, Elises, Exiges, and all that stuff, your newest Jaguar F-Types, your newest Aston Martins, to, you know, your old school, you know, Triumph tier 3s, or your MGAs, or your Jaguar E-Types and everything like that. And you get a really good eclectic mix of cars. I'm unfortunately not going to be able to go to it this year, but next year I'm going to it again, I think, because I hope so. Hopefully it won't be on the same weekend as like TGT. because I wanna be able to go to that. I do want to eventually go to more car shows and everything. That's one thing I've kind of been lacking a little bit, is going to kind of like the more car shows in the area. Oop, all right. Little bit of understeer there. Yeah, the tires aren't wearing quite as quickly at Tokyo, with it having a lot more kind of longer straights and everything, and less kind of, you know, high G corners. We should be fine, I think, here. And then Seattle be interesting. Seattle with its many low speed corners, that'll wear the rears a little bit quickly. But otherwise, we'll be okay, I think. Easy through the corners. Easy through the corners. There we go. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing very good. Okay, it still wants to understeer a little bit. Oh yeah, probably because I didn't adjust the suspension, you dingus. Yeah, that would do it. You need to adjust the suspension to get it to, you know, do what you need it to do. So yeah, I gotta do that at the start, before the start of the next race. I keep saying that and they're like, oh yeah, next race, let's go. Oh, alright, a little bit of a love tap on the wall there. That's fine. That's fine. I will say that with the increase in power, this has allowed us to just absolutely pull away from the field. I feel a little bit like I'm cheating, just a little, but still we carry on. All right, 136.9, not bad at all. And that's crazy, is the TBRs are actually somewhat popular in Japan. Like, from what I've gathered, there are dedicated, like, TBR owners clubs in Japan, and they have, like, regular, like, meetups and everything. And even, like, track days and stuff, which is super cool. Gosh. So this vehicle's kind of almost right at home, being on the Japanese streets as well, given its popularity, TBR's popularity in Japan as a bespoke automotive manufacturer. Gosh, this thing is so nice though. It's a bit of a shame that even in Gran Turismo 7 you can't race it with the target top off. I want to know what it looks like with that, with the roof removed. Also, other fun fact about the TBR Tuscan Speed 6. This vehicle, while not a James Bond car, is still a spy car. It was featured as one of the vehicles in Looney Tunes Back in Action, where the one main character's dad, who's an international spy, yeah, this is his car. Which is funny. Like they couldn't get the Asimar, so they're like, you know what? Let's get something that only like the true automotive enthusiasts will really know about. Let's give them a TBR Tuscan Speed 6. In the bright silver as well. No, seriously, look it up. His car is actually in, of all things, a Looney Tunes movie. And it is the funniest thing. Because most normal people are like, yeah, you know, sporty vehicle. Yeah, of course it's a spy car, you know. But no, like, holy moly. Imagine actually, you know, getting the permission to use, you know, TVR in a movie like that. That's so cool. Gosh, this thing is so good. It handles like a dream. It's got power for days. It's got super strong mid-range torque. I gotta be making right around like 650 horsepower, or something crazy like that, with all the upgrades. And this will help us with the Tuscan race as well. Yeah, that is a lot of speed. That is a lot of speed there. 170. I could probably, yeah, I'll probably increase or decrease the gear ratio to get more top speed. Just a little bit. Like maybe like 1 or 2 more clicks towards top speed. And that should help us, I think. That should probably help us. We've been running really consistent lap times though. Like a bunch of 136s right in a row. Wonder if we can keep that going. That is one thing I will credit like the actual like sim racing stuff with helping me, is even in like the simcade racers like Gran Turismo and like enthusiast and stuff that may not necessarily be like a one-to-one recreation of real life, but like, you know, a lot of the same driving rules still apply. Is my consistency lap after lap has really gone through the roof, which I absolutely love. You just kind of subconsciously kind of memorize like the braking points and everything, the different references, how you took the corners, and it's super helpful. Like, holy moly, it is really, really helpful. Because before it was basically just, oh yeah, brake whenever the number flashes and everything. But no, like genuinely you can kind of like time it, plan and anticipate the, you know, when you'd actually dip brake using like the reference boards and like other references around the track. You improve your turning points as well. Just a whole bunch of like really, really cool stuff. And I found that, with the exception of some of the rally, some of the license tests, but for the most part, the license tests have actually been easier this playthrough than the previous time. Literally the only one that wasn't was the R6. And that's just because that one just... That one I swear is luck based. To get that fast, that fast time to go there, you have to be... I mean, you have to be skilled in order to, you know, get in contention to, you know, consistently get going. But you have to be lucky enough to be able to string together, like, basically the perfect corner pretty much through the entire run. Like, that one test alone took me, I think, over an hour. Which is genuinely crazy. Like, that is genuinely crazy. Do you think we'll be able to lap the Griffith 500? I'm not too sure about that, chat. That might be a little bit out of our reach. We got 3 laps to go. They are about 20 seconds ahead. So I will see. Maybe. I will try. I will certainly try. Oh, alright, little bit of a lap tap on the wall. Yeah, Tokyo does wear the left side tires just a little bit more than the right side, especially with that high speed right-hander that we just went through. All right, there's the Viper. Oh, all right, yep, there's a love tap on me as well. There we go, just slice up through the field. Probably didn't need to upgrade the vehicle this much. We probably did a little bit of overkill, I think. Probably. Maybe probably. Oh, the Griffith is pitting. The Griffith is pitting, okay. So we are gonna be able to lap them. The Viper is pitting as well. Jeez, they're all pitting. I say that, no one else is pitting. Yeah, no one else is pitting. Only those two, and that makes sense. They're both high-powered front-engine rear-wheel drive cars, so they're gonna absolutely tear up those tires. I still got my money on the Griffith to potentially get back up there into second place. It'll be a little bit tough, but he's gonna be running on fresher tires, and he does have 2 laps to close that gap up. I think it's feasible. I think it is entirely feasible that the Griffith will be second place. I mean, it's already starting to pull on, I believe that's the British Elise. Yeah, it looks like it. Although he's running out of road to do it. If he's gonna do it, he's got to do it now, because he's got 1.5 more laps. No, yeah, 1.5 more laps basically, because we lapped him. So we will see. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, they are closing though. They are closing. Is the second place car gonna pit? No. Yes! It is! The NSX is pitting! That gives it back to the Griffith. That gives it back to the Griffith, holy moly. TVR 1-2, baby! Best. Oh my word, this is beautiful though. The handling, the driving. Oop, a little bit of understeer there. Yeah, our tires are beginning to go just a smidge. Gotta take these corners a little bit slower. You can see it in the times as well, going from the 36s to the 38s. But hey, we still save time versus pitting, so you know I will take it. I will take it. I will definitely take it. See to the bottom of the ocean. There we go. Money! Gimme, 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 gimme. Alright, we gotta remember. Oh my gosh, we had the music muted that entire time. Whoops. Alright, so... Right, adjustments, suspension adjustments. Here's what we need to do. Probably... Yeah. Alright, rear... Yeah, I want to soften the rear one. Alright, that's probably good. Yeah, that should do it. Yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it very nicely. Get us a little bit more maneuverability. Now with the TVRs though, you do have to watch out for them with the Speed 6s. The early ones, they did have some teething issues with oil pump failures, as well as overheating under extreme use. Although by the end of its production, they did manage to fix most of those issues there. And I mean, for such a small bespoke manufacturer, it is admirable that they did try to produce their engine in-house as well. Right, I gotta go to software mode. There we go. So just because it does do a little bit of screen tearing and stuttering. On my end, I'm not sure if you guys can see it on your ends. But on my end, it does that a lot. They basically, the only two tracks that really give this game issue on emulation is Seattle and Special Stage Route 5. Ironically, Special Stage Route 11, not that bad. Despite the many things going on there. That one's actually one of the ones that doesn't, like, you know, cause CPU usage to absolutely spike. So I'll take it. I will happily take that. Alright, here we go. Whoop. Alright, little bit slippery, little bit slidey there. Little bit slippery. But we are all good here. We are all good. We are A-okay. Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, gotta break a little bit earlier. Tires are still very cold. At least the fronts are. The rears are as I expected for Seattle, getting temperature in them very quickly. But the fronts are struggling a little bit. Just with it being a lot more of a stop and go track, it is a little bit more tricky to handle. Well, it is a little bit more tricky to get temperature in the fronts, as you're not really stressing them as much as you are the rears, with the heavy acceleration zones and low speed rampant acceleration and everything like that. There's also the fact that you're almost kind of sliding the car around the low speed corners, which is the kind of the fast way to do it in this game's physics. There you go, 132. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That is not bad at all. I will happily take that. A little bit of air time. A little bit more air time. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is the good stuff. It's nice and smooth, nice and gentle. Oh, alright, little bit spicy there. Just a little. But we got this. We got this. Plenty of open road ahead of us. I do feel a little bit bad about just how much we've upgraded the vehicle. This is definitely very rapid. And after this race, we'll get another prize car. And we will begin the Tuscan challenge. And we'll probably be able to get a good way through the championship. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get all the way through before like 11-ish. But we will be getting close. We will be getting oh so close. So we will see. I will say the Formula Gran Turismo event, that'll be tough. That'll take us a while, with a very long championship and fairly long races as well. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll have to see what I can do. I want to make sure we can beat this game before the end of the year. We still got a decent amount of this month left. We got October, November, and December as well. So we'll be doing it. Nice and smooth through here. No issues, no issues. Yeah, we're about half a lap. About half a lap ahead of the rest of the field. Just as we are just shy of halfway done this event. So let's see what we can do. There'll probably be about 50 minutes for this event. So in another 7-8 minutes, we'll be done. We'll be getting our prize car, and then we'll get to start the Tuscan Championship. Then we'll be finishing it this coming Sunday, and then probably one of the shorter endurance races afterwards, because I still need an open wheel car. Like, bruh, I still need an open wheel car. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. It is genuinely like I have never gone this long in Gran Turismo 3 without getting an open wheeler. Uh-oh. Alright, a little bit of a nudge. Little bit of a nudge there. There we go, nice and calm, nice and clean through there. Whoa, okay. Little bit of a frame lag there. Hopefully everything's still good on the audio side. Hopefully everything is good there. Should be good, right? Sounds good on my end. I want to make sure it sounds good on you guys' ends. This is gonna be a little bit tricky, I think. But we will carry on. We will do it. We got 4 endurance races left, and I think 12 now events in the professional league. Although a lot of those are championships as well. So that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. I'm trying to do some mental math in my head to see just how far along we are. Oh boy. Alright, a little bit spicy. A little bit spicy through there. Into the bus stop section, into the stadium section. Yeah, get your pictures now, folks. Gosh, imagine with the sunset and everything, the reflex spice color. It's gotta look good. Sorry, not reflex spice, this is chameleon orange. Yeah. This is honestly, that looks really, really good. I'll take the slight hit to lap time there for going into third person just to see the car just a little bit. Holy moly. Alright, here we come. We're coming up on the back markers now. We're coming up on the back markers. Full send. Oh. Not full send into the wall. Do not send it into the wall, Isaac. Ew. There we go, past the Elise. The Zonda is about 30, a little over 30 seconds, about 35 seconds ahead. We can catch that, I think. We're pretty much less than, or they're about 2/3 through the race, and they are about 2/3 of a lap behind us. So probably right at the end, we will be lapping them. It'll be close though, unless they pit, which is entirely possible. They could pit. Pitting is a feasible option for the Zonda, especially with it being a very torquey, very crunchy V12 at the back there. That's gotta be, you know, munching and crunching through its rear tires. There we go, past the NSX. There we go, better braking. Better braking for that corner. May need to still brake just a little bit earlier with the way that the vehicle is, you know, just pushing. We're not really able to get it stopped that easily, despite it being lightweight. We're just going that quick. We're just going that quick. Okay. There we go. This is good. This is very good. There we go, back into 31s. That is what I wanted. That is what I wanted. Two more laps to go. Yeah, there's the Viper, the V10 Behemoth. A little bit of a nudge, a little bit more of a nudge. Give you all the nudges. There we go, up into the lead. Up into the lead. That was not the way to do that corner. Alright, there's the TVR. TVR unfortunately not second place. The Zonda just ahead. Alright, I thought I could go around your outside. Not the case. I'll just go around your inside then. Alright, the Zonda's not pitting. The Zonda is not pitting. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure we can catch them. It'll be close. It'll be very close. I'm gonna push now, full send. Can I actually lap the Zonda? Ooh, alright, 119. Can I go just a little bit quicker? Probably. We will see, chat. Can we do it? Oop, a little bit of a nudge there. A little bit of a wall tap. We're running out of road. I don't think so. No. We were close though. We were close. Holy moly, we even got our fastest lap there by absolutely pushing it. Jeez. Alright. I will take it though. I will take it. That was fun. That was a fun race. Oh, and hey, speak of the devil. You know, that might actually be enough for us to win the Midship Challenge. That might actually be enough for us to win the Midship Challenge. Probably. Probably. Well, that's not what we're doing just yet. We're doing the Tuscan race. We probably got enough time for maybe 3 races? Probably. Anyway, let's give it a good wash. There we go. Yeah, as the car gets dirty as well, it doesn't look quite as clean. It looks kind of, you know, you lose that pearlescent effect. I'm gonna quick save just to be on the safe side, because we don't have auto save, and I do want to check my status as well. 83%, so 17% left. It's gonna be a little bit tough. That is going to be a little bit tough. Ooh, okay, we got the test course as well. Gotta remember that. We got the test course as well. Okay. Oh boy. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we may have a little bit too much power. We may have put in a little bit too much power. We put in too much power. I don't know, like the professional league events, they expect all the vehicles to be like, you know, like fully maxed out and everything. Like it's difficult to determine, you know, the level of power that these vehicles have. Oh yeah, this is kind of sad. Oh well. We're vibing. Besides, we got the naturally aspirated series done. So that got us a little bit more of an excuse to, you know, get a little more money out of our upgrades. Plus that Zonda will probably be very useful against the GT. Probably. If I would have sorry about that. If I would have hazard a guess, yeah, that Zonda would be the magic bullet for the Midship Challenge series event. I can't even remember what the prize code is for that one. It's gotta be something. It's gotta be something good. Regardless though, we got a little bit of work to cut out for we got a little bit of our work cut out for us still. Got multiple multi-race championships, multiple endurance events. It seems like each race is like a third of a percent, something crazy like that. So I am doing everything I can. I'm doing everything I can to get right up there. I mean, we've made it this far. We got up to 82%, which is absolutely baller. And I'm sure we would just continue to raise that percentage even more. I think the goal is probably to be at above 90% by like maybe like mid-October. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable goal. Which we should be able to do, because we're going to be tackling the endurance events first, which gets one of the longer events out of the way. And then we have shorter events like this. I say shorter, like this is still a 10-lap race. This is, you know, not super short by any stretch of imagination, but it does get us just a little bit closer. Ow. Alright, a little bit of a pain there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I wanna see how quickly we can do this. I wanna absolutely shred through the timetables. I wanna see what's at the end of the championship. I wanna at least get close. Two races is the bare minimum. But maybe we can get 3 knocked out. Maybe. We will see. I mean, we are getting through this right proper quick though. You know, a full, you know, multiple seconds a lap quicker than even the Elise. So probably could have used the upgraded Tuscan for the British GT as well. But I don't know. I like using the kind of a variety of vehicles if I can help it. If I can help it, I like doing it. Alright. A little bit unnecessary there. We got this though. We got this. Yeah, so this will probably be another 15-ish minute race. So all these races will be around 15 minutes. 15 times 5. 50, 25, so 75. So just over an hour and a half and 15 minutes for this championship. So yeah, we could probably do this coming up Sunday. The super speedway endurance, and then maybe like the midship, the midship challenge, and that may get us situated, and maybe do another then that'll get us situated to do maybe like a championship the next Monday. Yeah. That'll be how we do it. Just steadily, one after one. Just plowing through these championships and series. Yeah. Raking in the dough, winning all the cars. The good stuff. The good stuff, you know? Oh, okay. A little bit spicy. A little bit spicy there. We're good though. We're good though. Yeah, we're more than fine. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Just gotta keep sending it. Easy there. A little bit of a tap on the wall. Kind of par for the course. We are absolutely out. We are absolutely pushing it. That was painful though. That hurts. That one hurt right there. There we go. Come on, just keep it up. Yeah, okay, this is good. This is good. I don't quite think we'll be lapping them. We might actually. I'm not sure. We got 4 more laps to go. It's kind of iffy. It's kind of iffy. But that's all right. I will enjoy it. I'm just the sheer speed and power that of our upgraded Speed 6.0 has been nothing short of mind-boggling. And I want more. Honestly, if we don't get an open wheeler car from the Super Speedway event, there is one other vehicle I'd be more than okay with getting from that prize car pool, and that is the Clio Cup car. Because then we can enter the Clio Trophy without having to buy our own Clio. That would be the way to do it. That would be the way to do it. Alright, a little bit spicy. A little bit spicy there, but we're good. We're good. Okay, brake earlier. Brake earlier there, Isaac. Yeah, we're definitely gonna lap them. We're gonna lap them. Oh my gosh. I feel horrible for that, but you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Nope, a little bit of understeer. A little bit of understeer. on. Let's keep it smooth. Yeah, we'll be doing 2 races tonight, I think, for the Tuscan, the Speed 6 challenge. Because both of them are going to be around like 15 minutes. And we're getting close to 11. So yeah, this race and then 1 more for the night. We're doing pretty good though. Getting a good variety of vehicles, getting lots of challenges done. Getting a few more prize cars added to our garage. The good stuff. The good stuff. I mean, our garage is probably gonna be worth multiple millions of dollars at this stage. Like, we are probably rivaling Leno in terms of just the sheer amount of vehicles we have. Just for between prize cars and purchased vehicles and everything. We at least have a collection that Leno could look at and be like, yeah, that's some good stuff there. I mean, we got our share of some economy cars and everything too, but even those are like, you know, decent enough. Like, you know, there'd be reason to have them in a collection, you know, like the Del Sol, the AE86, like all that type of stuff. You know, the first generation Miatas. As though those vehicles have their dedicated place in automotive history and all that. So we got a lot of good options, a lot of great vehicles in our care, in our stead. Alright, only a couple corners left. Only a couple corners left. Let's do this, chat. Oh, ow! Alright, little bit of understeer there, but we are good. We are good. Ooh, that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. I will take that. Next session. All right, 1 more race. Final race of the night. This will be fun. This will be fun. Oh, right. Okay. Give me a sec. There we go. Special stage route 5. You know how it is. We're doing good so far. We're doing mostly good so far. There we go, up into the lead. Okay, a little bit of understeer there. Glad we saved that. Glad we saved that. Alright, and lap times are pretty quick around here as well. So I'm not super worried. I'm not worried. Well, we will be fine. Yeah, we'll definitely be able to finish it before 11. And then come Sunday, we'll finish the championship, Super Speedway Endurance, Midship Challenge, and if we still got time, maybe like the wind after that. I think that is the plan. Just because like the win, it's a single event. May as well get that knocked out, get ourselves a second 787B, and all that fun stuff. A little bit of understeer there. Little bit of understeer there. But we're making it work. We are making it work. First lap, minute 32. Now it's from a standing start, so we can definitely shave some time off. We would definitely shave some time off, so let's do this. Full send. Final race of the night. Big push. Let's see how quickly we can do this. I'm going for just flat out attack. Alright, a little bit of a love tap on the wall there. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Do we know what we eventually top out at? Alright, 182. 182 is what we top out at for miles an hour. So I don't think... We may need to slightly adjust our gear ratios for test track. Maybe. That would be smart, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be smart. That would be smart to do. Here we go. Nice and smooth through the corners. Just a nice leisurely Sunday drive where I'm absolutely pushing it to see if we can't get this race done before before 11 p.m. Can we do it, chat? A race against the clock. It'll be close. It'll be genuinely close. But for every 6 laps, we do shave a minute off of our trial mountain time. And our trial mountain time was like 14 seconds or so. Or 14 minutes or so. So we should be able to do it. It'll be close. We got 8 minutes exactly to do it, so I basically need to run like a 13-minute race here. That might be a little bit tricky. That might be a little bit difficult, but we will try. We will try. Come on. There we go, a little bit quicker. A little bit quicker. Okay, this is good. This is good, I think. Yeah, this is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. Nice and clean lines through there, smooth cornering. There we go. That's the way you take the chicane. That is the way you take the chicane. We may lap them. Yeah, we're gonna lap them pretty early, actually. Minute and 20. I will take that. I will take that, but we can still probably go a little bit quicker, don't you think, chat? I think. We do a 119 in the Tuscan. Ooh, that'd be a tough one. We gotta shave basically 3/10 off of our time. It is possible. It is possible. Because I know there were spots where I lost a little bit of ground. Ow, like that slowed us down a little bit there. Keep it in third. You don't want it in second. Second, we kill the rears too much. All right, here we go. Come on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh! That little tap on the wall there. Exiting the double right-hander. That's what got us. That's what got us. Okay. Okay. Okay, tires are starting to go as well. That's not good. Okay, that is quicker there. That's gonna slow us down too much. That's gonna cost us a couple of tenths there. Maybe more. Yeah, our rears are starting to get cooked. We're losing the max grip. Oh, that tap on the wall basically got us. Yep. Yeah. The rears are starting to go now. So, alright. Hold solid pace. Gotta be careful, gotta be a little bit careful. Yeah, we're coming up on 2 laps to go. Okay. There they are. The line of the Tuscans. Use a little bit of that suck down the back, the home straight. 2 laps to go. We are lapping through the field. Oop, a little bit of a nudge. Little bit of a bum tap. A little bit of a gentle kiss, kiss, nudge, nudge. There we go, there we go. Just very, very smooth through these corners. Alright, not much further, not much further. Just over 1 lap. We can do this, chat. Final race of the night. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough time. It's 10:59 now. Pain. I tried. I tried so hard. Alright, let's see how far we can get through the lap until it's 11. Probably not that far. It was 10:59 for a little while. I say that, we're almost halfway through the lap. Alright, now it's 11, so right, we got through sector 1. We got through sector 1. Before it turned 11. You know what, I will take that. I will take that. Oh, okay. Little bit spicy there. And the final straight of the final race of tonight. Getting just a little bit closer to 100% completion in Gran Turismo 3. Still got a lot to go though. Boom. Across the line. Very nice. Alright, I'm gonna save here though. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what I'm doing well in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what I'm doing poorly so I can fix it in the future. With that being said, I've been Isaac Umbras, and wherever you're in the world, whatever time it is for you, may it be a great time. And I will see you all in the next stream. Until then, take care everybody. Bye bye!